second, but JJ had mentioned your defense, and it stood out to him in a couple ways. What did you see on that end, and what were you trying to bring defensively?
I just trying to be aggressive on both ends, but defensively, I was guarding Miles, so it was kind of, it was get going, so I had to kind of be more physical and try to stop him. But I think as a team, I think we did a good job on the second half. We were communicating better on the switches and all that, so that's why we got this done.
Last game in Atlanta, I think, broke a streak of which you were over 50% for, I think, 7 straight games. Obviously, you got back to that tonight. Where are you feeling with the rhythm from, I guess, basically everywhere so far this season and from where your shots are coming?
You were at 50 what?
So you were over 50% in, I think, 7 straight games, just from the field. So just the consistency, basically, of the shots going in until Atlanta, and then you get back to that tonight.
I mean, this is decision making, short section, I think me and Ebo been working a lot, and watching the film and just trying to be more smart with the shot selection. So, see how they got in right now in the NBA, it's hard to shoot threes and just get to the rim. So I think mid-range is the ones that, kind of open up for me right now. But yeah, just trying to be aggressive and trying to play my game. And yeah, that's where it's working.
Defensively, what do you think you've kind of worked on personally to get to this level?
I think being the right position, to start and communicate. It was a team defense, so we have to communicate and we gotta just be vocal, more vocal. That was the key that I kind of trying to be more focused on this year, and I think it's working.
What you make of Lucas dunk in the third?
Well, that was actually dunk. Yeah, talk about it. The other one was dunk too, like a couple games ago, but I don't think it was a dunk. So this is the first dunk of the year.
You and also you didn't think that first one was a dunk?
No, that wasn't a dunk. Yeah, this was the dunk. Yeah.
When Lucas doing stuff like that, how does that kind of fire you guys up as a team? Or just
he was doing everything today. He was calling double team for him. He said come. So yeah, it's crazy. How he plays, and it makes us easy. To those shots. That's why those my percentage, higher. Of course, because he gets a lot of attention, and Austin, gets a lot of traction. So that's why I think it's easier for me.
How do you feel like a game like tonight, a game like over the weekend will help prepare you for Wednesday night in Oklahoma?
Yeah, just long road games, after our crazy first 8 games, the schedule. So we of course in a little fatigue, but we have to get rest, and we just gotta watch film, and then they're number 1 team. So right now, so we have to be ready for the war on Wednesday.